こんにちは、しんくみです。ゴルフ2023 PGA ツアーキャリアモードをやっていきたいと思いますと。さあ、早速ね、今回の、試合なんですけども、ザ・ジェネシス・インビテーショナル、ね、こちら行きたいと思います。それではゲームスタートです。
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Genesis Invitational. Today's coverage is just about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyag down on the course following our featured group today.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be following this featured group because there are rumours of a rivalry brewing between these two players.
So it looks like they're trying to beat Colin Morikawa this week. That's ambitious. Seems like a friendly duel from the outside, but could create some extra sparks today.
I almost just have to laugh. Someone saying they're going to beat Colin Morikawa. Does that even happen these days? He's one of the most consistent players on tour. I don't know that he's beatable.
Well, it's been accused of having a balky putter occasionally, but you're right. Iron play as good as Tiger Woods in his prime. The short game's irresistible, but I think the most impressive thing about young Colin is his mindset. He's got a 40-year-old mind on a 20-year-old body. No wonder he's winning at a decent rate of knots.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
Playing this shot from around 220 yards here.
さあ、続いてセカンドショット。風はないので、もうほとんどあれですな。5番ウッドか。アイアンじゃないね。これはちょっと待ってくれ。この辺からちょっと転がしていきたいね。若干ちょっと止める要素も備えてからの。よいしょ。どうだ。
That was special. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
This one, guys, he's got around 9 feet.
ちょっと待ってくれ。よっしゃ、OK。まずはイーグルスタートです。
Cannot imagine a better way to start their round off with an opening eagle.
He's currently tied for 9th.
さあ、オープニングはイーグルで迎えることができました。
We know that
さあ、
Riviera
2番
starts
ホー
with
ル
a
パー
5-4,
4で
but
ご
it
ざい
may as
ま
well be a
す。
4-5 because the par
風が
4
ない
second is
から
tougher
楽
than
だ
the
な、
par
これ。
5 first.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
Going with the 8-iron here.
They're going with a bit more club here. Let's see if it was the right call.
A wonderful shot, a chance for birdie here at the second. Just 3 feet to the cup.
Ah, なんか傾斜があるように見えるんだけど、そこまでは強くないと。
Okay,
なんで
steady
やね
now.
ん。
And that should secure the par on this one. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par.
Couldn't convert after 2 good shots there. Disappointment as they're so close to the lead.
Well, I like the look of this. Well, that'll help you move up the leaderboard.
Oh yeah, that's huge. Oh, that celebration, that's a little spicy. I don't know if these two are going to be talking now.
Pacific Palisades in California, the site of
1ホール
Riviera,
パー
the third
4 で
hole,
ござ
par
いま
4.
す。
Elevated tee shot.
And a fairly generous fairway, a little bit more room out to the left than what players can see off the tee shot. Second shot is going to be downhill to a green that basically chases away from the player, going from the front portion of it all the way to the back. Difficult to get your second shot close here.
Oh, well done. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
And from about 105 yards, over 300 yards from the tee as well. Feeling strong, going for less club. They have absolutely flushed that one. Colin Morikawa, he was meant to be the original and best approach player, but I think we have a new sheriff in town.
Always nice to have a birdie putt.
This is tracking right into the front of this cup.
Fair effort that. Good birdie.
で沈めましたということで、
Justin Rose
3アンダ
currently on
ー。
top of the leaderboard here.
さあ3番ホール終わって3アンダーでございますと、
So
さあ
many
続いて
wonderful
4番
holes
ホー
that
ル
the
パー
George Thomas
3です
designed. Riviera Country Club, this par 3 fourth has to be one of them.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
Just a little off with the accuracy there, unable to find the green.
And missing it long with that approach, not a good leave.
Oh, what a shot from the bunker.
入るんかい。
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. A few shots under par at the moment. Currently tied for 5th place.
OK 入りました。ありがとうござい
Are
ま
you
す。
kidding me?
いや
That will move him up the leaderboard as well.
素晴らしい。さあここはバーディーで沈めて4アンダー。
Currently at -4 for the round. Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the fifth here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. That might be one club too many.
That rough was thick. I hope that they're okay after that one.
And here we are with their fourth. He
こ
shares
れ
the
は
lead.
やばい。よし、吸い込まれた。ここはパーで抑えました。よかった。
All over the parking lot, but a chip in for par saves the day.
Oh, what a shot that was. Why don't we revisit the magic?
Great feel, great judge, great speed. Yeah, I like this.
素晴らしい。うわ、ボギーにならなくてよかった。なかった。
And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that.
さあ、ペース的にはまあまあ悪
The
く
sixth
は
hole
ない
at
かな。ただ、
Riviera is one of the
風
most
がない
famous
から
par
ね。
threes on the west coast, Rich. An
も
absolute
うちょっ
beauty.
といけそうな気が
It
するんで
looks
す
like a
けど。
giant green donut with the
さあ、
bunker right in
6
the
番ホ
center
ー
of the
ル
green,
パー
doesn't it?
3。
I love this hole.
はあ、なるほどね。転がるか、これ。一回ちょっとこれで打ってみようか。
Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
転がるのを考慮したつもりですが、どうでしょう。おー、いいね。
That was a
素晴らしい。
beauty.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
入れるんかい、入れるんかい。
Oh, look who's getting on a roll now. That's back-to-back
No.
birdies.
Yeah,
Oh,
good
he'll
nice.
take that and a spot in the top 10 to boot. Oh, good look at a birdie here.
Okay.
Oh, well played. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. And that makes him tied for first.
さあ、同率で1位に並びま
Let's
し
head to
た
the
と。
par 4 7th at the
7番ホー
Riv.
ル
Again,
パー
it's a
4
par
です
4 that requires placement off
こ
the
こ
tee.
も風がないね。
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the Barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
よし。そこ行くか。
That's a tad wayward.
嫌なところ落ちるよな。
Distance control nearly impossible coming out of this rough.
Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here.
ちょっと待って、お前それ入れるんじゃろうな。うせやろ、うせやろ、うせやろ。止まれ、止め、止め、止め、止め。
And
Hey,
down
doing
she
fine.
goes, the long-range bomb. I will take that also into the top 5 now. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par.
さあこれボギーか。
Well, this would be a great par
い
putt
や
if you can
パーや
make
な。
this.
ここはパーで抑えときたいところ。また変な挙動やでこれ。よっしゃ、ここは沈めてパーです。よいしょ。
Currently 5 under for the day.
さあ今のところ1位かな。
The par 4 8th at Riviera is a
8番ホ
choose
ー
your
ル
own
パー
adventure. Which
4です。
fairway do you like to take?
I think most players are going to try and go down the left-hand side as it seems to be the easier of the two these days. However, where they stick that flag stick, well, that's a different question. If they stick it up front right, the left-hand side of the fairway, that's not the easiest approach. So better be mindful of where that flag stick is in order to pick which side of the fairway you want to drive it down.
Looks to have opted for the 8 iron. Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface. A nice approach shot there. Pin high inside the range.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
さあここからしっかり入れていきます。すっげえ傾斜。なんだこの傾斜。こんなもんやな。多分こんなもん。頼む。よし。
Fourth birdie of the day.
Okay.
And that will take him to 6 under.
さあこれで単独首位に立ったんじゃないで
And
す
at
か。
the end of that hole,
多
he's
分
gone
ね。
into clear
さ
outright
あ
leader.
行きましょう。ああでもライバルが2打差で追い上げてきてますな。
The final hole on the
さあ
outward
9番
half is a
ホ
par
ー
4 playing
ルパ
back
ー
up
4
towards
で
the
す。
clubhouse, Rich. It's a good par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that's a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Time for the second shot here at the 9th. Well, that's well played, and a chance for birdie here at the 9th.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
さあ問題
Trying
は
to get
こ
it
こ
to
です
7 under
よね。
par with this putt.
Looking for another birdie here.
ここも傾斜がきちいなこれ。こんなもんか。ああドンピシャやね。ドンピシャです。
Super shot that.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
OK、7アンダー。9番ホールを終えて7アンダーでございますと。さあ、あとは独走体制入っていこう。
Don't know about you, Rich, but I'm getting my palms sweaty in the booth just thinking about this player's position with 9 to play.
Well, keep your hands to yourself. But yes, this player is definitely dialed in at the moment.
さあ、10
One
番
of
ホ
the most
ールパー
often
4です。
discussed holes in all of golf is the par 4 10th here at Riviera, Rich. There's so much strategy.
It's either driver or 3-wood for every player in this field, but you better be good with distance because this green is very narrow.
これまた難しいところやけど、まあいいんじゃないか。
A perfect little fade. Well, I hope you pack the bucket and spade because you're heading to the sand.
ああ、これはバンカーでいいで
Chance
しょう。
now from the bunker for an up and down.
またバンカー。
Will he be able to get out of this one?
They'll have to get their best bunker technique out here because this is nasty.
やってもた。
Found the green side rough. Still, not a bad spot. Straight out of the top draw.
Judging it beautiful.
ここはボギー叩いて
There's no
る。
movement on the
く
leaderboard
そ
after that hole.
いやいや、まだいけるよ。タカが。
The par
タ
5
カが
11th,
ボ
one of the
ギー
better
です。さあ、
scoring
11番
holes
ホー
on
ル
the
パー
course.
5を
Players
こ
are
こは
thinking
取ってい
4 when
き
they
たい。
stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost
是
a
がひげも
runway,
取ってい
if
き
you
たい
like.
このホールはね。
Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
The interesting choice of the driver here.
跳ねるんかい。
Oh, I like the courage here, Rich.
め
Getting
ちゃ
after
く
this
ちゃ跳ね
par
た
5
ぞ
in 2.
今。
As they should. What a play. Hopefully they'll be rewarded for that play.
これきちい。これ絶対きちいぞこれ。このぐらいはいるな。2マス半、3マスいるな。3マス取ってどや。おい。まだあかんか。あー、これ最悪や。これ外したら最悪や。これ外したら最悪やぞ。超難しい。コースは、これはダメだ。さようならバンカーへ。
14 feet to the cup.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
どや。これでもあかんのかい。いや
He's
ー
got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it.
取りたかったけど結局終わってみればパーでございますと。
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
なかなか
He's
これ
currently
難
trailing
し
his
い。
rival. Let's see what
で
happens
ふざけん
here.
なお前。
Oh, well holed.
And look out, guys.
You
This
don't
rivalry
guys.
looks like it's going to get pretty interesting today as he's making up some ground on his playing partner.
さあ今のところ同率首位で並んでるんですけども、1位の選手、15番ホールで
When
6
you
アン
stand
ダー
on
な
the
んで
12th
まだ
tee,
まだ
Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh,
いけ
a
ます。
couple of strong back-to-back par fours and starts right here.
この
This is
コ
where
ー
the
ス
golf
グリ
course
ーンが
gets
難しい
extremely
ね。
difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the
ピンそばまで
right-hand side
近づける
prevent you
の
from hitting a
は
high draw over them.
風がないだ
Once
け
you're in the
に
fairway, though,
難な
your
くいける
second
んだ
shot
け
is
ど
to a。 green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole.
And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Going with the 7. Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. Outstanding shot. High quality.
さあ、ここまではいいんですよ。ここからです。
Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
ああ、これは大丈夫やな。これはもう大丈夫でしょ
う。Looking good.
よいしょ、ありがとうございます。さあ、12番ホールを終えて7アンダーになりました。これでまた単独になったんじゃないかな。単独というわけにはいかないか。さあ、13番ホール、パー4
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. If you find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Yeah, that one's looking good.
Wonderful
shot. A chance for birdie here on the 13th. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
This one's going right at the pin here.
いるんかい。確かにブレイドショットですね。はいはい。ブレイドショット。すごいね。ああ、3打差に迫ってきてるね。頑張ろう。さあ、3番ホールパー3ですか。
How do you tell the players to play it?
Hit a 7 iron, a high little draw 7 iron, and 2 hop it right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
Going with the 6 iron here. He's found the surface.
もうちょっと手前でもよかったかな。
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's feeling good. Just birdied the last hole.
入れるんかお前。
Okay, time to return to the action.
入るんかい。
Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it.
ダメだ。今日はパッティングがちょっとね、ダメですな。全然違います。いやー、ここやな。
Just one off the lead after that hole. The 15th, Rich, a very good par 4. Although, if you victor Hovland, maybe the fairway's not in your line of sight.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dog leg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Yes. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Oh, this one should find the surface. Good shot, this. A birdie putt awaits.
よし、ここは手堅く沈めて
And just a few holes
9アンダ
remaining.
ー
Let's
で
see
ござい
what they
ま
can
す。さあ、頑張
produce.
っていきましょう。あと3ホー
The
ル。
16th
16
at
番ホール
Riviera
パー
Rich is the last chance to get amongst the
この
birdies
今
on
日
a
は
par
パー
3.
A
3の
breathtaking
ね、
short par 3, 166, an island green surrounded by bunkers.
パー3のこのホールが
Needs to make a move soon. Gee, I think they've got the handle of this game, Rich. Fairways and greens.
よっ
Dare I
しゃ。
say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down.
Always
こ
root
こは
for this
簡
player,
単に
Luke.
失
I
敗
hope
で
this one
沈め
goes.
ました。よっし
Now
ゃ。
let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing
またお
his
前入れるの
rival.
か。
Let's see what happens here.
なんで
Oh,
や
that
ねん。
had eyes for it. Lovely
お
shot.
かしいぞ。
What an amazing play out of the greenside bunker. Up and in the hole. Nicely done.
The last genuine scoring
さ
hole
あ、
at
同
Riviera
率
is
1位では
certainly
終わ
this
りた
par
くない。
5
ここ
17th.
で
Any hopes of
取り
getting
た
it
いね
home in two, you better come up with something special off the tee and make sure to avoid the bunker on the right-hand side.
Oh, well struck. This drive's heading for the
Oh.
fairway in my eyes.
さあ。
And here we are with the third shot. He's currently tied for the lead. How
お
close
お、
was that
ラ
to
イ
going
タ
in
ー
the
ケ
hole?
イ
Great shot.
バックスピンで入った初めてやったぞ
Holding
こ
a
れ。
shot from way out.
Absolutely insane. I've never
素
seen
晴
anything
ら
quite
し
like
い
this.
バックスピンでピンに吸い込まれました。かっけえ今の。おお、ほほほ初めて決まったこれ。さあこれで単独
Our
首位でし
leader
ょ
is a couple of shots up at this stage.
う。よし。
One of the most famous finishing
さあ
holes on the
11番
PGA
18
Tour,
番
Rich.
ホー
This
ル最終
18th
ホー
at
ルでござ
Riviera
い
is a
ます
classic.
ということで
Aim
ね。
for the palm trees in the distance, which are located just on the left-hand side of the green. A good tee shot there will set up an awesome-looking second.
That's a good-looking shot there. Playing this shot from about 180 yards. He's got a two-stroke buffer.
.しゃこんなもんでいいでしょう。よいしょ。
Opting for the 5 iron.
だいぶ曲がったな。
Well, that's right out of the top draw. A great shot from our leader.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
And with this putt, he will win the event.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
さあ最終もバーディーで決めましょう。ちょっと強かったけど大丈夫か。
Get in the hole.
だけ。
Well, a spectacular week comes to a close. Congratulations to the Genesis Invitational winner, Riviera,
あり
the
がとうござい
home
ます。
champion.
It was a Hollywood ending for this winner. What a performance all week long.
いや、バックスピンのあれが決まるとは思わなかったね。はい、素晴らしい。
And Henny, it goes without saying that this player dominated their rival today.
Yes, Luke, we doubted them, but they got the job done and they took down their hero. The rivalry is theirs and theirs alone. And they can boast about this on social media for, well, weeks now.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elving, Rich Bean, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.
さあ、お金も250円いただきました。ありがとうございますと。さあ、次へ行きましょう。はい、いや、拒否しとこうね。はい、もういらないです。はい。さあ、次回のライバルを決めときたいと思います。次回のライバルは女性になるのかな。はい、この人でございます。カナダの選手かな。はい、ということで、次回はノーザンシュアーオープンやっていきたいと思います。今日はここまでにしたいと思います。それでは皆さん、さよなら。バイバイ。